Hi everyone. Okay, so this video is all about coconut oil. I thought I'll come live and make a video about coconut oil because there's so much that we can say about it, but I want to touch on a few things as well. Okay, so coconut oil. You'll see that I go on about coconut oil constantly. It's easy to use. It's cost effective if you're looking at the odorless, the one in a plastic tub, which is just fine to use. It's a very good accessible oil. Okay, so let's have a look. Coconut oil can lower your cholesterol. Okay, by what it does is it helps to produce the good cholesterol, the HDL cholesterol, and it also prevents triglycerides. Triglycerides, if you remember in my previous videos, is basically what creates bad cholesterol. So this will keep your triglycerides low. That's amazing. So we need that. Coconut oil, let's do the medical kind of things first. Boosts your metabolism. But it will only boost your metabolism if you are on Banting or keto or something like that, if your carbohydrates are low. So remember, coconut oil is still a fat. It works really, really well on a low carbohydrate diet. So if you're still burning sugar, then you are going to pack this fat away. So just a bit of a warning there. Okay, so it boosts your metabolism. So when you're trying to lose weight and you're trying to get healthy, this will help you. So instead of using olive oil, which is expensive, you don't really want to fry with it. It's another controversial subject if coconut or olive oil should be used for frying or not. So the safer one, the better one would be coconut oil. Just stick with that and be safe. So it's great for diabetics. Coconut oil is good for insulin resistance. It aids in fixing that. Your insulin resistance leads to diabetes and so on. So if you're diabetic already, get as much coconut oil in as you can. I'm not talking about tablespoons of coconut oil. Yes, it does help. Make no mistake there, it does help. But you don't want to overdo it either. So if you're cooking with coconut oil, or if you're look at the videos or units for my coconut fudge recipe. If you want to get chocolate and you crave chocolate and you want to eat some chocolate, then make it with coconut oil. Then you're getting some coconut oil at the same time. So it's a healthy treat. Oh, I don't want to say treat. It's something healthy, and it's a good way to get your coconut oil in. It gets coconut cream in it as well, so you're getting a little bit of coconut itself as well. So that is a way to get in some coconut oil. That's great for diabetics, for liver. The liver, it's extremely easy to digest, to process it. The liver finds it very easy to process coconut oil. There's no strain on the liver. It guards the liver against liver damage. It's great for the liver. So another really good reason to use coconut oil. Okay, now let's get to the skin things. Coconut oil, I'm talking out of experience, and I know this works because this is what I do when I remember. Coconut oil is brilliant for the skin on the outside as well. Consuming it, it'll help for your skin as well, but you can use it on the outside as well. My son's birthday party, just after we started Banting, was at a lodge in Palabora. It was really, really hot. We don't normally do the outside thing because we're big people. You don't come in a costume and that kind of thing. So for his first time really out in the sun, he burnt to a crisp. He was a blood red tomato that evening. And he was crying because he had the sunstroke. He had everything that goes with it. The burny skin. He was walking around like a little stick finger. Don't touch him. Don't even look at him. And the first thing that popped into my mind was, let's try coconut oil. And I put it on all over, just plastered it on there. As soon as you touch him, the stuff just melted. And the skin soaks it in. It was about 10 to 15 minutes later, and this kid was running around, playing again, happy as can be. No burn on the skin. It takes the burn away. burnt skin is mainly dehydrated. You're dehydrated, your skin is dehydrated, and this coconut oil just puts all that moisture, boom, back in it. It soaks it up so quickly. He didn't peel at all. Me and him are both the types that will get red in 10 minutes with the sun. We just go red and will peel, no problem. And with the coconut oil, he didn't peel, nothing. Since then, I've swear by it, absolutely. If I remember, we will put it on before we go into the sun. It's a sunscreen as well, purely because it puts the moisture back in the skin. It keeps the skin moistured. So, and you don't have to worry about putting on coconut oil and climbing into a swimming pool. The skin actually soaks it up. It's not like you're walking around all oiled up or anything like that. Another thing I want to mention when it comes to the sun is that we actually do need the sun. We need the sunlight. Sunblock can only block out the good rays. There's good rays and there's bad rays. It depends on the time of the day. And you want the good rays. Your body, your skin actually absorbs the sun. And through the cholesterol, it makes vitamin D3, by the way. So you need those rays. You need the sun to make vitamin D. And if you use sunblock, any of these sunblocks, it blocks the good rays out and you still get the bad rays. You cannot block the bad rays. The only way you block that is to go inside. So it makes sense then to just protect your skin from burning. So, okay, so that's one of the skin things. If you have this dryness on your elbows or the knees or anywhere like that, especially when it's winter. I know Jenny asked about that because it's winter in the UK now. So put it on. Just put it straight onto the skin. If you're banding like you're supposed to, your body actually moisturizes it from the inside out. So you don't need any of that. I haven't had to use any cream, any moisturizer, anything for the last 5 years. I'm very, very sensitive to any kind of creams. My skin doesn't like it. You'll see I don't wear makeup because I can't. I have reactions to it. Makeup, by the way, has got gluten in it as well. So if you're struggling and you're doing exactly what you're supposed to do, one of the questions I would ask you is, what makeup are you wearing? So be careful of the makeup that you buy. Read the ingredients. It might be a brilliant lipstick, but you're consuming stuff, and it soaks through the skin. It's not just hand cream that soaks into the skin. Everything you put on your skin. This is why kids have reactions to laundry detergent, because it's in the clothes and it soaks into the skin. It's not just sitting on the skin, it soaks into the skin. So this is also why you wash something before you wear it for the first time. You've got to get it clean. You don't want environmental toxins and stuff getting into your skin. So yeah, and that's because it actually seeps through the skin into the body. This is why you get patches, nicotine patches and stuff like that. So because it soaks right in. Okay, so the skin. Another thing, if you, how would I say that? Like my son at the moment, he's going through hormone changes and major things. So his skin is reacting. I grab him every now and again and I just slap his face full of coconut cream. It does help for the pimples. And it doesn't, how would I put this? It actually helps like an ointment that you put on to push out any toxins, to push out any nasty stuff, to push it out. So that's basically what the coconut oil does as well. It pushes out the bad stuff. So it won't take the pimples away. It's just going to speed up the process and let the pimple do what it needs to do, and it's gone without leaving marks. This is the big thing. It doesn't leave any marks. What do you call it? Scars. It doesn't leave scars. So another place where you can use it on your skin is cuts and burns. When he burned his leg, his thigh, inner thigh, he burned a nice Africa continent on his leg. It looked terrible. The first thing I did was cover it with honey, which is antibacterial, antibiotic. It's got so many good stuff. And then after that, we started treating it with coconut oil. And then we used something called Reconstruction Cream from Herbazone or something like that. Brilliant stuff, absolutely brilliant stuff. And because of all the natural stuff we used, he's got no mark. Even when he is very, very cold, I think it's when it's cold, your burns stand out. There's no mark. There's no indication that he ever burned himself with the hot kettle. So keep that in mind when it happens. I wouldn't put coconut oil directly on a fresh burn. You don't really want to make the skin softer when it's burnt like that. You want it to protect whatever's underneath it. So, okay, so coconut oil for burns and wounds. When you scrapes as well, when I fell down the stairs, the first thing I did was, it's just a scrape. So the first thing I did was add some coconut oil on there after crying and almost passing out. And it's helped. I don't know, this is going to make a mark because I think it's very thin skin and I'm getting old. So, yeah. But it helps. It really does help. For kids, he used to fall face first. And again, the first thing I do is put coconut oil. He used to 3 times. He fell the skin away here. There's not a mark in his skin, in his face at all. And I'm talking about it was gone. It was open skin. It's horrible. I actually wish I took photos of it. But again, coconut oil does help to regenerate the skin, and it feeds it and it keeps it moistured. And this is why you would not use coconut oil if you have a fresh tattoo. You would not use that on there at all because what it does is it pushes out the bad stuff. I'm not saying tattoo ink is bad. I'm just saying it's going to, foreign bodies, foreign stuff, it's going to push it out. So, don't use coconut oil on your fresh tattoo. That's a no-no. Okay, and then we use coconut oil for our toothpaste. It is revolting. Yes, it's not very lacquer, especially once you start out. If you're used to that freshy mint stuff, that's also, again, I cannot use toothpaste. The fluoride in there is just too bad for me. I cannot use it. So we use coconut oil. You do get products as well that's coconut oil and charcoal combined, which is great. But if you do what they call pulling, that's a mouthful of coconut oil and you just swirl it around, swirl. It kills the bad bacteria and it feeds the good bacteria. Yes, you do need certain bacteria in your mouth because it creates enzymes when you eat and stuff like that. So you need that. Hey, stop that. Sorry, my dogs are all of them in here now. For your teeth, it helps the teeth enamel rebuild as well. And I have experienced that because I've had bad teeth most of my life. I had the whole overbite thing. It was horrible. And I've stopped the deterioration in my teeth as well by doing pulling with coconut oil. It's amazing stuff. Coconut oil you can use for just, if you've got any doubt, use coconut oil. So that is the teeth. Coconut oil is amazing stuff. Like I said, it's a stable fat. It cannot go rancid. Nothing bad can happen to it. I suppose it can get moldy, but again, it's because it's a natural product. You consume it, use it on your skin. Just trying to think what else. I made a list now, but I finished the list. So there's so many things. If you have any questions on coconut oil, it's good if I have some examples of situations, then I can tell you, yes, it'll work, or no, it won't. But for a skincare product, for moisturizing, if you dry out in the winter, I used to bath in the beginning when we started banting. I used to bath in coconut oil as well. There's nothing nicer than getting out of the bath and you're covered and everything's nice and soft and moisturized. But I haven't had to do that in so many years. I don't need to do it at all. My skin is moisturized. I actually can't remember when last I've had dry, because it's usually the bits here that goes dry. That's horrible. It's itchy and it's not very comfortable. I haven't had that in many, many years. So consume the coconut oil, but caution. Be careful not to overdo it. You can overdo it. You won't have side effects like, I don't even know what to, I can't even think of anything. The only thing is you're gonna consume too much fat. And you can consume too much fat. Your body, when it switches over to burning fat, it's going to burn fat. It's going to burn what you feed it first, and then it'll burn the body fat. This is why I say be very careful not to use too much. So cooking with it, like the chocolate fudge, 1 little block a day is not overdoing it. I know people put it in their coffee as well. I have not done that yet because I don't actually like the taste of it. So I'm not going to do that. But it's your choice. There are so many ways to get it in, and it's cost effective. So coconut oil for me is the oil to use, the fat to get in, because it's got so many great benefits. Butter has got its own great benefits. Olive oil's got its own great benefits. But if you're on a budget and you have to choose, coconut oil's definitely the one. Like I said, even in the plastic tub is just fine. So there you go. If you've got any questions, throw them my way. I'm happy to answer them for you. Please like the posts in the group. Help me to get some more people in here. Facebook likes to see you like it and comment and interact. Get engaging into these videos as well and ask questions, please. It helps me, and that way I can help you more. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys, thank you for all the likes and all the hearts and things you have sent my way, and for all the sharing. It's amazing. Our little group is growing, and that is great. Thank you so much, and again, have an amazing weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.